Hey everyone, thought I'd make this quick Framer tutorial video since I'm actually in the process of doing this. CMS References. And why is this useful? Well, I'm going to show you right now because there's an actual use case. So as you can see, I'm inside of my blog page. At Blitzit, we recently started driving our organic marketing efforts by creating articles that people would search and get value from and hence discover our product. Now, in the process of doing so, we do have these author profiles for each of these articles. And we want to be intentional with these, whether it's coming from a team member or perhaps it's coming from the Blitzit team. So we have different articles. Some of them are coming from me and some of them would be from like this article over here is from the Blitzit team. And as we grow, we probably, feature other team members that are relevant for specific articles. Now that's the idea with the author. It just gives a little bit more personalization, I guess. And part of this is, making sure that the workflow is a bit more efficient because as of now, every time we create an article, it is very frustrating to assign an author. You'd have to do it manually. So if I open an article, for example, you can see within the CMS fields, we have, we have a section for author image, author name, role, and all of this stuff has to be inputted manually every time for an article. What would be great, of course, is we have a separate database for our authors, whether that's me or Farouk, and then we have another one for Blitzit team and any other team member that contributes to the blog in the future, right? We can do this. This is possible with CMS referencing. Let me show you how it works. So we're going to go to the left-hand center collections inside of our CMS. We're going to add a new collection and we're going to call this authors. Now, in terms of custom fields, there's not a lot. As you notice from the last one, we have name. We'll put the slug at the top. We're not going to actually use the slug. We can't remove it. It's a necessary item. We don't need content actually. We just need name. We need another plain text for role. We need a image and we'll call this profile. And I'll put that at the top. That's pretty much it as far as authors go, right? Now we're gonna add our two authors. There's just two authors at the moment. There's me. I'll find an image of myself. I'll use this one right here. And we'll add my name over here and role. Save it. If I forget, we're gonna add one more for just a generic one for team. This would be called Blitzit team. And I think we can just leave role empty because I don't really see the need for it. So we'll just add the icon for this case. And this could just be our generic articles. Doesn't have to reference anyone specific, which is very common for a lot of blogs. Let's try this style right here. Great, so I've added my image. I'm going to save that. And now we've got our two authors. Now I need to make sure we have a reference field from the blog referencing this author CMS. And so the way we do that is we go to the blog, we're going to edit fields. We don't need the author image and author role anymore. We can delete that since they're no longer relevant. And then from this plus icon, I'll go and add a new custom field for the reference, right? Now you can do both a single reference and a multi-reference. A multi-reference will allow you to select multiple items from another CMS, and this could be useful for like a tagging system. But of course, in this case, we need to reference authors. So it's just a single item per article. So go to reference and we'll choose authors. Great, so now we've added our author CMS reference. And from here, we can also choose a default setting. So in this case, I want to just default it to Blitzit team instead of Omar Farouk. Now you can notice the author has been assigned over here for all of the articles. And now I want to be more intentional about which articles are actually coming from me, the ones I actually did. One of them is this article over here, which I wrote. So I'll go to this item or blog and go to author and I'll switch it to Omar Farouk. And now I'm going to just repeat this exact same process across all of our articles. All right, so I finally assigned all of the correct authors for each of the articles via the CMS reference to the authors collection. Now I'm going to go ahead and make sure that that is assigned inside of the actual blog design accordingly. So we've got, of course, the image over here, as well as the text layers for the author and the role, right? And so this has to be set up manually. Since we've actually deleted the old CMS fields that were actually pushing the data into these pieces, that no longer exists. So we have to actually assign new data. As you can see, the fill is missing. And so I have to reassign this. So I'm going to remove this variable, and I'm going to go over here and set a new variable, and I'm going to go to author here, and we're going to set the profile, which is the profile image. Fantastic. As you notice, the profile image has been added successfully. We'll do the same for the written by piece. And for this, we'll choose author, and we'll go with name. Now, notice that we don't have a separate piece of text for role because we were previously doing this all in one text line. So instead, I'm gonna duplicate this, and I will also make sure that we have a bit of space or padding between these. And so the best way to do that would be add a little bit of gap. Yeah, around 4 pixels could be seen as a decent amount of space. Yeah, that looks correct to me. So now I'm going to assign the role over here. So as you can see, we've got name because we duplicated the layer. I'm going to go to content, set variable, and we'll go to author, and we'll set role. Now, of course, for the Blitzit team author, there's no role set anyway, so there's nothing there, and so that's just essentially just disappears. But if I switch it to an article that I wrote, for example, this one, you can see my name with CEO and co-founder. Now, I also want to make sure that I have a comma between the author name and the role. So I'm going to duplicate a text layer, remove the variable, and I'm going to highlight all the text and add like a full stop. And that could be serve as like a nice separation. In fact, with that, now we don't need the gap. And what we can do is we can get accurate text spacing by just using a blank space between the written by piece as well as the dot. We can add one spacing here and one spacing over there. And that creates the perfect spacing you would expect for that text kerning, which is exactly what I wanted. So fantastic. Now that's set up. If I switch between text layers, you can see now everything would work. Now, the only thing is that the Blitzit team will also have this dot as well, which doesn't look good. So I'm going to make this set yes if role is set. Now, because role isn't set for Blitzit team specifically, the dot disappears. But if I go to my name, the dot appears because role is set. So those kind of conditional rules allows you to have complete control of the CMS. Now, finally, we have CMS referencing inside our blog. I've always wanted to do this. It just makes it much more scalable for our team to go ahead and publish content. Next time someone needs to publish content, they'll just go into our CMS, create the article by clicking new item, adding all the information, and just simply choosing who the author is from this dropdown, and it will just connect the correct information on the blog article page in that author piece, right? Which is exactly what we want. And in the future, if you want to add more authors, we can simply go to this collection and keep adding new authors. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I'll catch you guys in a future video, and of course, never stop building.